Is Marcus Rashford now Manchester United's most important player? They missed Paul Pogba at the weekend. Rashford scored the winning penalty. There wasn't too much else going forward as far as Manchester United were concerned, given their injury problems. But would it have been a 3-point haul against the Foxes had the role reversal taken place, i.e. had Pogba been on the pitch and Rashford missed out along with Martial? I guess that's a long-winded way of saying,
certainly was.
saying Marcus Rashford could well become the most important player of the season.
Absolutely, 100%. United have gone from De Gea being the most important to then Pogba being the most important. Unfortunately now we're talking about a striker who, no question, is the most important player at United. It seems incredible that if something happens to him, whether it's injury or suspension, you're kind of looking at a giant hole right up the middle. And quite frankly, to have put yourself in that sort of position for a club the size of Manchester United is absolutely, I think, is ridiculous. You know, Alex Ferguson always talked about having 4 great strikers. 4!
Of which Solskjaer was one.
That means 2 are playing. That means 2 are unhappy sitting on the bench. And you look at United right now, they got one guy, one recognised centre forward. And so I guess to say is he the most important player is pretty much an understatement.
What's gone on there over the summer? Lukaku was going out the door regardless, really. They were courting the attention and the price and just bidding with Inter to get the right money through the door to let him go. Why on earth wasn't there a policy of replacing him, regardless of what happened with Alexis Sanchez close to the end of the transfer window when a plausible deal made itself available from Inter as well?
Well, because people in charge are clearly not football people. They're not thinking about what's happening on the field. It seems like it's all about the money. And the craziest thing is, it seemed like they were always selling Lukaku. It was a case of they were holding out for the money. So why can't you go and I don't want to say a body, because if they just bring a body in, then we'll criticise them for not being good enough. But why is your scouting department not ready with a list in case something happens at any time? By the way, not just you're pushed into it. A team like United should have a database where there's a list of strikers who they think would be good enough, depending on the fee. And so clearly that's not going on, and clearly the people in charge are thinking more about the coin as opposed to what should be happening on the field of play. Because as good as Rashford is, he's still not an experienced centre forward that leads the line. This is the first season that you can actually say, right, you know this guy's going to play right up the middle all year long, all season long. He's the guy they're relying on. He's the main centre forward. Up until now, he's been almost a bit part player at times, and generally, after having started as a centre forward, he gets pushed out to the wing. So he's not a fully fledged, experienced centre forward yet. He's certainly a fantastic player who any club, if this guy was available, any club on the planet would try and sign him.
If he has to have a spell, is going through the centre and carrying the burden of goal scoring for Manchester United, do you think it will benefit him this year?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think he looks as though he can carry that burden. I don't believe it's affecting his performance. People have criticised him in a couple of games so far this year, saying that he wasn't at his best. I would suggest that he may look as though he's not at his best because he's trying to do things that maybe he shouldn't be doing. Because of the frailties of United going forward, I think he's trying too hard and trying to make up for others that are not quite getting it done. So, yeah, this experience will make him a stronger individual, certainly mentally, and a better player. But I still think, whilst he's doing that, I still think he'll score goals if he's fit and healthy.
Okay, so it might be a little bit of papering over the cracks, but Rashford has to do most of that work, leading the line at the moment, waiting for Martial to come back to give Solskjaer a few more options. As it is, Manchester United trying to make way.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.